In the heart of Whispering Pines Forest stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching out like skeletal fingers against the moonlit sky. Mia, a young botanist fascinated by folklore, ventured deep into the forest despite warnings of spirits that roamed its shadows. As she approached the oak tree, a chill ran down her spine. The air grew thick with an eerie silence, broken only by the rustling of leaves and distant whispers that seemed to beckon her deeper into the darkness. Mia's flashlight cast wavering beams on moss-covered rocks and twisted roots that seemed to writhe with unseen life. Deeper into the forest, Mia stumbled upon an overgrown path that led to a forgotten cemetery, a collection of weathered tombstones half buried in ivy and tangled weeds. The air grew colder, and mist curled around the graves like ghostly fingers. Mia's footsteps echoed hollowly as she approached, her heart racing with a mixture of fear and fascination. Among the tombstones, she discovered one that stood apart, a mausoleum covered in moss and adorned with intricate carvings of forgotten symbols. As Mia traced her fingers over the cold stone, she sensed a presence watching from the shadows, its breath cold against her neck. Driven by a mix of curiosity and dread, Mia followed a winding path that led to a secluded grove where the trees leaned inwards, creating a canopy of shadows that danced in the moonlight. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth and decay. Mia's senses were on edge, every rustle of leaves and distant whisper amplifying her unease. In the heart of the grove, she discovered a circle of stones arranged around a weathered altar, a relic of ancient rituals long forgotten. Symbols etched into the stones glowed faintly in the moonlight, hinting at powers beyond human understanding. Mia felt a compulsion to stay, drawn deeper into the grove by the whispers that seemed to echo from the very trees themselves. Beyond the grove, Mia stumbled upon an abandoned manor hidden amidst the trees, a crumbling facade with shattered windows and ivy-covered walls that seemed to pulsate with a life of their own. The moon cast an eerie glow on the mansion's silhouette, its presence looming ominously in the night. Inside, Mia found herself in a labyrinth of dusty corridors and forgotten rooms. Cobwebs clung to every corner, and the air was thick with the musty scent of neglect. Shadows danced on the walls as Mia's flashlight illuminated faded portraits and furniture draped in white sheets. As midnight approached, Mia ventured into the manor's dilapidated library, a chamber lined with sagging bookshelves and rotting tomes. Moonlight filtered through cracked windows, casting ethereal patterns on the threadbare carpet. Mia's breath caught in her throat as she sensed a malevolent presence lurking in the shadows. Books flew off shelves with a force that defied explanation, pages fluttering as if stirred by unseen hands. Cold drafts swept through the room, causing candles to flicker ominously. Mia glimpsed a spectral figure, a woman in a tattered gown, her eyes hollow and filled with malice, before vanishing into thin air. Driven by a desperate need for answers, Mia descended into the manor's forgotten basement, a labyrinth of crumbling stone and forgotten relics. In a hidden chamber, she discovered an altar adorned with cryptic symbols and remnants of ancient rituals. Mia's heart pounded as she uncovered an old journal, its pages filled with cryptic warnings and desperate pleas for salvation. As Mia read aloud an incantation, the chamber trembled, and the air grew thick with a presence that seemed to seep through the stone walls. Shadows coalesced into a spectral figure, a manifestation of the forest's restless spirits, their eyes burning with anger and sorrow. With a final surge of courage, Mia confronted the malevolent entity with the knowledge she had uncovered. The spectral figure wavered, torn between rage and longing for release. Mia pleaded with the spirits, offering peace and forgiveness as she read from the journal's final pages. In a burst of light, the entity dissipated, leaving behind a lingering sense of peace. Mia emerged from the manor at dawn, the forest bathed in the first rays of sunlight. Whispering Pines Forest felt different, as if the shadows had lost their malevolent edge. Mia knew she had faced true horror, but emerged stronger, forever marked by the whispers from the shadows.